What's up, YouTube?
Feel that brake rotor. It's hotter. And then go feel it. It's hotter than all the other ones.
I think he's lost his mind, y'all.
No, I'm not. Feel it.
I ain't feeling it. All right, so we got a Nissan in here today. Look. So it's having a little issue. Transmission is getting warm. So they drive this thing to NC State area and back. My nephew goes to NC State. And on the way home, on the way there, way home, when he's on the interstate for a long time, it will start to slip. So, this thing's it's a CVT and it has 230 something thousand miles on it. Iffy on what we're doing is gonna help, but we're gonna try. This thing has 2 filters in it, and if you call Nissan, they tell you it don't have one. Yeah, there's the other one. All right, so why do you get it from up top? Anyway, all right, so we're going to change the fluid in this thing, and we're going to change both filters. I'm just kind of waiting on my brother-in-law to call me back. I called my sister and talked to her. She said it was his decision on 100% what we was going to do. We priced the fluid at the dealership, and I've priced the fluid at AutoZone, and the dealership is over $100 more for the fluid, just the fluid. And then the dealership told me that these don't have filters in them. We're gonna prove that wrong today. I already see one that one place where they say one is, and yeah, that's there. So anyway, it's got a cartridge filter and it's got a filter in the pan. So we're gonna switch both of those. So I'm just waiting on the confirmation of him, what he wants to do fluid wise before we take the pan off. So we'll go ahead and drain the fluid before we take the pan off once we want to do fluid. Because they say you should drain these things and fill them like 3 times. Especially since it's never been done in this thing. It's got 230,000 miles on it. So we'll see what he wants to do. We might go ahead and take the pan off, change the filters. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that's what we're working on for now is this. We might knock the seal in the rear of this and put it back together. Not really sure 100% what we're gonna do. And then we got the Excursion, which that's gonna be a long video, but we're putting a motor in it. So y'all have to keep an eye out for that. But let's get this thing draining. We'll show you the fluid when it starts coming out of this thing. And yeah, go from there. See wait on Randall, see what he wants to do as far as if he wants to do a couple fluid changes on it to clean it out really good, or if he just wants to do one and see how it does and maybe do another filter and stuff changing in a few hundred miles or something. So let's get to it. All right, safety first, y'all. So we got this fluid out. Let's see what it looks like when we get the plug out all the way. All right, let's see how much of a mess I can make. My camera sucks right now. Shoo. She's dirty. Wish I had a little cup so you can see how dirty it is. Looks more like motor oil. So we're gonna let this drain out good. And then I'm gonna take the pan off and go ahead and do that.
Let's hope no chunks come out.
There ain't no chunks gonna come out. You might have a lot of metal shavings. This thing should have 2 magnets in it too. We'll clean the magnets off, but we'll show y'all everything as we're doing it so y'all can kind of check it out. Right here's one of the filters. It's got you got those 3 bolts there, maybe one up top, I don't remember. You got one filter in here, and you got one filter in here. Like I said, we called Nissan and they said, well, they don't have filters in it. So we're getting ready to find out. All right, y'all. So we got the pan off of it. I'm gonna show you the pan. There's some metal in it, obviously, but I mean, it's got 230,000 miles on it, so it's a given. So I called the dealership on this thing. I did a TikTok about it too, so if you watch my TikTok, you already know what I'm about to say. I called the dealer on this thing because obviously from what I read, they put 2 different transmissions in these things. So I called the dealer, gave them the VIN number, and they told me it was a CVT. They priced me the fluid, insane amount, in my opinion. It's like $150 $150 just for 5 quarts of fluid for this thing, when I can get Valvoline fluid for like $40 for 5 quarts. So anyway, needless to say, we're not using dealership fluid. So, and a lot of times dealership fluid is just something else with, you know, it's like Valvoline or this or that, and then they just put their name on it. But also I asked the dealer, I was like, well, what about a filter? Can I get a couple filters for it? And he said, these don't have filters. He said the CVTs don't have filters in them. Okay. Watched a bunch of videos on them, done a bunch of research. Maybe you're right. I was like, well, let's take the pan off, because this pan sits kind of like this, and the drain plug is kind of in the middle. So unless you have the back higher than the front, it don't get all of it out. So I was like, we'll drop the pan anyway, right? And see if what they say is right. See who's right. Is the dealer right? Or are the videos and the information I found online correct? Which is it? So we pulled the pan off. I'm glad we did. It poured out probably another half a quart of fluid out of it. So that'll help clean this thing up some. But anyway, I'll show you what we found. If I can get this thing to stop. So I got oil on my hands. But anyway, what goes there? A filter. You can see down in there how filthy that filter is. So that was restricting some. Oh, and by the way, it's got a cartridge filter as well. And you can see this cartridge filter. So obviously this filter goes right here. There's an O-ring on it. It's actually still on here. The cartridge filter is right here. And you got 4 bolts, a little bit to get to. And it's got 1 bolt up in there you got to get to and take off. And then this cap comes off, and you got a filter in here, and you got this little ring. You got to get this gasket off. So Nissan says the dealership says there's no filters in that transmission. There's no serviceable filters in that there's nothing in it. Like there's no way to do it. There's 2 filters in this thing. So I don't know. Hopefully this fixes it. So I'm gonna go in here and get the filters on the way, get the fluid on the way. And this filter comes with the O-ring and the oil pan, or the transmission pan gasket, and then this comes with the new O-ring that's in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that out and everything. I mean, take it for what it's worth, guys. Always do your research, guys and girls, because like I said, I called the dealer, gave them the VIN number, so they knew exactly what car it was, knew exactly everything about the car, and they flat out told me there's no filters in that thing. That aggravates me, because how many transmissions have went bad because they say there's no filters in them, and the filters are clogged up, tears transmissions up. So I don't know, puts a little bit of a opinion on them that I don't like to have about things, but I'm not even gonna tell you which dealership it was or anything like that. I'm sure if I called all of them, they'd all tell me the same. I don't know that, but I would assume they would, because they go off their computer systems. And it might not even be him. It might not even be the guy I talked to. It might be just what's in their computer system, you know, and they're just going off of that. I don't know. I don't know whose fault it is, but don't believe them. 2012 Nissan Altima has 2 transmission filters. So we're going to order them, go ahead and get them on the way, get the fluid on the way, button this thing up. I'll show you the, oh God, scared me. Anyway, I'll show you the pan here. See, it's got some material on it. I've seen worse. I've seen way, way worse. So I'm gonna clean this pan up. See, this thing sits in there like this, right? And the drain plug's right there. So all the fluid in this back section didn't come in. I've not ordered anything. It might be Jan or somebody. But anyway, we're gonna clean this up, and I'm gonna call AutoZone and get some parts and stuff on the way and go from there. All right, so we got it cleaned up, as you can see, all nice and pretty. Cleaned everything out with the parts washer. a rag, and an air gun. Got everything off of it that we could. Sure, we got a little something in there we missed, but we got most of it out. So we're gonna put this back on. Comes with a new gasket, new filter, you know, one they said they didn't have. And we'll get everything, get this surface lopped down real good. And we'll get this filter put in right here. Make sure it's good, get everything wiped down, and we'll get this thing put back together. So let's get to it. All right, so we got the non-filter having transmission filter changed, both of them. And here's your dipstick. Let me show you where your dipstick is on this. This is a 2012. I'll show you where the dipstick is on this thing. So you got this piece here, which you can take this off because this is just like an air inlet. It comes in right here. You can actually take this off and have it running without it because your mass air and stuff's up here and the filter's in here. So any of this is before filter. So your stick's right here. I've got turned around. This was clipped onto this, right? It's got an O-ring in there. It's tight. But I turned it this way so I could check it a few times. But it just pulls out and it's a dipstick. And that's where you fill it up at. So this one held 5 quarts. I put almost exactly 5 quarts in it. So I'm gonna charge you for 5 quarts and filters and time, and this thing should be good to go. Now, anytime you're doing transmission stuff, you know you gotta check it warm. So it's warm. This thing, I'll show you this other thing we're working on too. It's a little bit of at the end of it here. Look at that. Was not firing. So I had to put a plug in it. So this is on that 4-wheeler we got in here. Let me show you. So we got this 4-wheeler in here. I'm gonna check the brakes on it. The brakes ain't working good. He's wanting me to check them. It's either out of fluid or it's leaking. We're gonna put fluid in it, see what happens. Put fluid in it, bleed them, see what happens. Drum brakes, so I might have to jack it up, check the brakes, see what kind of brakes is on. This cables, see how that's moving all together? So this cable is froze. See how it's moving, that whole thing, and the cable's not moving. So that cable's stuck, but those do work. So now, is it the pieces, is it all the other stuff, or is it the cable? So we're gonna lube everything up on it, check everything, check the fluids, check all the bleeding of the brakes and all that stuff. Then after all the bleeding of the brakes, we're going to, see what happens from there. But anyway, it's running. We had to clean out the carburetor on it. Thing wouldn't run, wouldn't idle real high. And then on top of idling real high, it would, when you would put it in gear, it just like lunge forward and then it wouldn't go nowhere. And it's all because the carburetor needed to be cleaned, right? So that's what we did. We cleaned the carburetor on it and should be good to go. Sorry, this is my nephew's car, so I'm just hitting the headlights with some of this stuff right fast. Look at this. Clean the headlights on it. So this car's good to go. 4-wheeler should be good to go once we check the brakes and everything. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll keep leaning over that and I forget about the motor noise. Hope y'all like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We got this thing. Eddie's doing an axle seal on it. I'm actually going to go back to work on the Excursion right now, and y'all will see this video before the Excursion video because it'll probably be end of the week or so before it's done. So appreciate y'all watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. And we got a couple car meets, one for sure that we're going to this weekend as long as it don't rain. So we got some video of that coming, and yeah, so see y'all.